everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Joining you with yet another ONER ACTIVE haul. This time we have the foundations capsule, which is launching on the 16th of April, which is this Tuesday, and I'm going to run you through absolutely everything. Of course, I did also pop a questions box on my Instagram stories, so in this video as well, I am going to be answering a lot of common questions and showing you complete comparisons between colours, between old collections and everything like that. So make sure to watch the whole video, and if you do have any questions, obviously pop them in the comments and I will help you out. We have a lot to run through, so we're going to get straight in, and just letting you know firstly that the colours that are going to be launching in this drop is going to be black, light grey marl, oil blue, plum brown, and a brand new colour, mushroom brown, which sadly I don't have a single piece to show you, which is so frustrating, but I'm sure the other girls have got that colour so they can show you on their channels. We have got lounge, we have got new Mellow soft, we've got a tote bag, effortless, accessories. There is a lot in this launch, as always, lots of a different range of things, so there's always something that somebody is going to want, whether that is lounge or whether that is effortless shorts. It is going to be launching. There is 4 brand new items that we don't have yet. So we have got a brand new baseball cap, which reminds me I need to get that out of my suitcase to show you. A brand new tote bag, a brand new effortless layered bra, and also brand new socks, which I think are in the wash. So I'll put a picture on the screen for those instead. But we have got some brand new socks coming, which is the mid crew, which is my favourite length in the socks, and it's a 2-pack, so it's in the black and the nude. Okay guys, so let's start with the lounge. So 3 different hoodies and 2 different joggers. So let's start with probably my favourite hoodie. I'm so happy that the zipped hoodies are back, because there is nothing worse than when you've done your hair up nice and you've put like hairspray in or gel, and then you're whipping like hoodies on and off, and then it just ruins your hair. So zipped is just the answer to that. I love the zipped hoodies, and the very old classic lounge, they had obviously the zipped hoodies, and I wore my grey one to death that I literally had to force myself to get rid of it a few months ago now, because it wasn't even grey anymore, it was dirty. So I am so glad to have a new one. I've already worn this like all week, because also I feel like grey just goes with any colour, so it's an easy hoodie to just like chuck on any outfit. So the difference in the new lounge now is that we have the ONER logo written as ONER instead of the actual ONER Active logo. And on the back you can see a very minimal ONER logo just here as well, which I think is a really nice touch. Obviously with the hood down you're not going to see it anyway. But this hoodie is such a staple, so warm but still lightweight at the same time. So this new lounge, so you know, is 67% cotton and 33% polyester. They are so soft inside, it feels so nice. But yeah, I'm so happy about this. This is, I would say, oversized. So in lounge I always size down from a small to an extra small, because I'm really short and I'm quite petite and I don't like things to drown me. I know a lot of you girls love oversized things, but I personally just think it makes me look like, I don't know, I just don't like the look. So I always size down, so I've gone for an extra small. Let me put it on actually so you can see. You can see that it's still not like super fitted, it is still oversized. So just something to bear in mind. Hopefully you can see, this is how short I am, that I have to go on my tiptoes for the camera. But yeah, it's still an oversized fit, so I would say stick true to size. If you don't like things to drown you, size down, and if you do like things super big, size up. All of this lounge that I'm showing you is coming in all of those 5 colours that I mentioned at the start. So moving on to the pullover hoodie, which, like I said earlier, I love a pullover hoodie, but it just ruins my hair. But these are super soft. Literally the only difference is that there's no zip and there's a gigantic pocket at the front here. A little new detail that we've got now is the ONER Active logo here stitched in. Inside the pockets you do actually have a zip, so you can keep everything very secure just inside here. But this is the plum brown hoodie. Again, like I said, for the sizing, it'll go for everything that I'm talking about here in the lounge, which is stick to your true to size unless you don't like things big, size down. If you like things even bigger, size up. So here is a lounge comparison. We got 70% cocoa there and the brand new plum brown. You can definitely see the colour difference here. Like I said, it does look very purpley in person. I think on the camera it does make it look quite brown just with the lighting and stuff. But yeah, it's a lot more of that purple kind of tone. Now have a new cropped sweatshirt. I will compare it to our old sweatshirts that we have. It's just the same sort of fit but slightly different. Obviously the old ones will have the V-neck. So with this one, we've got a nice ribbed neckline at the top and the stitched in logo, which is also in like a grey / black. Nice little sort of piping detail on the back and a big ribbed bottom down here. I love these jumpers so much. Now the weather's getting nicer, I live in these, and all the old ones, this is what I live in. But just where it's been so cold in Wales, I've been wearing like hoodies and everything warm. But I love these. So these are cropped, but let me try it on to show you. Bear in mind I'm 5'2", and this is the joggers on me. This is the t-shirt rolled up, which I'll talk about later. But let's just show you where it comes up to on me. Oh, it's always hard to try and not ruin your makeup. This is it pulled down completely. Size extra small on me. You can just sort of bunch it up a bit like that if you like, but I personally actually just fully fold this rib bit under, so there's just a little bit of stomach on show. But as you can see, even that is still not super cropped. Really cute. But yeah, I love this. And this, oh gosh, I got a high neck on underneath, so kind of hard to hide that. But here is the neck. It's not a high neck or anything like that, it's just sort of where a normal neckline would sit. Now we have got the brand new cropped jumper here on the right, and I'm comparing it to our old V-neck cropped sweatshirts because it essentially is, you know, the same style, the same sort of fit, but just slightly different. So as you can see, obviously the old one has the V-neck, whereas the new one is a round higher neck. And again, with the logo change, we have the ONER written stitched in instead of the logo stitched in. Now, the difference in the waistband, I would say this is a little bit thinner than this one, or is that the same? Tiny bit smaller, I would say. And then on the bottom we actually now have a, is it going to focus, ONER Active little stitched in design here, which I think is really nice. Yeah, obviously there are 3 different options for the lounge. Very, very different. Obviously we've got a cropped one, we've got a hoodie, and then we've got a zipped hoodie. So like I said, there is going to be something that someone is going to like. My favourite probably is the zipped up hoodies, because I'm genuinely, that is what I'm grabbing. I just want something easy to just zip up or just like chuck on and not even zip it up. It's just easy. So there's definitely going to be something that you like. Next, let's move into the joggers. The regular joggers just here, and I'm wearing the straight leg joggers. New joggers, I'm going to compare them for you with old joggers, but the main difference is obviously the logo saying ONER instead of the ONER logo, which is the same for everything at the moment. The drawstring, oh, don't mind the fake tan, let's ignore that. The drawstring is inside, not outside, and then obviously the actual waistband is not our usual ribbed waistband. It's like a cuffed, what would you call that, cuffed? I guess so. And we've also got a paneling going down the leg, which I think is a really nice touch. My completely honest opinion, I wore these to train, I think twice now. They just sit different. When you sat down, it almost like goes like that and like really elevates and like gives a bit of a bulge kind of look. It's very strange. I don't know. I was very conscious of that. I was like, because I was filming myself and I had to like pat it down when I was like sat down doing something, and I was like, not sure. So I think I do prefer the old style of joggers. Maybe it's just where the waistband is different, or maybe there's just more material here where there wasn't in the last ones. But my personal opinion, when I'm sat down you can see it. When you stood up you can't see, like there's nothing different about them. But it was just when I was sat down doing exercises I was like, why is this happening? Then with the regular joggers you can see again it's the different waistband and the different logos. And to be honest, the old joggers I've worn to death, so they've been worn and washed loads, so I'm not sure if there is a difference in length or they've just shrunk a bit where they've been washed and worn. But this is the difference in the colours as well. So this one here is a lot brighter and like more white. Straight leg joggers I love a straight leg jogger. So I'd say again, I haven't worn these to the gym, but I can kind of see like there's a lot of material going on here, if that makes sense. But they are absolutely lush. I will compare them now on the screen to the old straight leg joggers so that you can see the true difference. Right guys, and I'm comparing here our previous straight leg joggers to the new straight leg joggers, and they are pretty much the same length. Yeah, it's quite hard to get them literally exactly the same, but I would say they are pretty much the same length. They are coming in all three lengths. I know there was a bit of confusion where I think some of the girls have said it only comes in one length, but I definitely have the short, so, and I know that some others have got the long, so there's definitely three. So as you can see, the waistband is completely different now. There is drawstrings, but they are inside, so I keep them tucked away, to be honest. So that is the main difference there. Then we have a difference in logo. So now we have ONER written down instead of just the ONER Active logo. Just comparing the actual back of the joggers. So as you can see, the old ones don't have anything, like it's the same material across, whereas the new ones don't mind the dog hairs. Honestly, life with a golden retriever, I cannot escape it. But you can see there's like a piping detail, and we've got that on the front as well. Okay, so another popular question was obviously with the old joggers, they did shrink in the wash. They are 100% cotton. 100% cotton. New joggers are 67% cotton, 33% polyester. So they are a different material, and also I've really noticed they are so much softer inside compared to these. And on the outside as well, they definitely feel a bit thinner, more lightweight, but so much softer. Okay, next up, new product, we have got brand new ribbed Mellow Soft. I know how much you girls love Mellow Soft, and now we've got a more luxurious ribbed style. So these will be coming in black, oil blue, plum brown and mushroom brown. As you can see on me, they are a higher neck, which at first I wasn't sure if I was gonna love. I definitely think I prefer the neckline of the other Mellow Soft. especially to training, but I think the higher neck is still very flattering, and it's not like tight or anything like that. It's just, I don't really wear a lot of high neck things, so all of the new ribbed Mellow Soft has got the high neck. So if you don't like a high neck, then you might not want to give this a try, or just give it a try and see what you think, and then you can always return it. Mock neck long sleeve, and this is a long line, so it's pretty much the same as the Mellow Soft in terms of the contour lines, and also the curved hems. The only difference obviously is that it is ribbed, slightly different material, and the high neckline. So this one here is the long sleeved. I've got the short sleeve. This is the cropped version, so like I said, with the curved hem, which is very, very flattering. Sure, the one that I've got on right now is, yeah, so this is the longer line. Oh, don't mind the deodorant on there. This is the longer line version. I do always pick out the cropped Mellow Soft compared to the longer Mellow Soft. Just personal preference, I just prefer it on me. I like how it just sits on top of the leggings, so that is kind of the same case for me with the new Mellow Soft. I do prefer the cropped version, but yeah, these are super flattering. I actually think, yeah, the shoulder, the length of the t-shirt is slightly different. As you can see, it's also sort of angled, which I think is very flattering on the arms, very flattering on your upper body, so that is a slight difference there. In terms of sizing, in Mellow Soft I sized down to an extra small for a tighter fit because they are super stretchy, and with a top like this I like it to be sort of snatched and fitted. So I've got the same size extra small in the ribbed, and I would say stick to your true size if that's what you've got, but if you would like to make sure that it is nice and tight and snatched, but still so stretchy, then you can size down. Then we have the mock neck tanks. So we have a vest version. So again, it's going to come in both the cropped length and the longer line length. Just super flattering. I really love these. I think they've got a little bit of a tiny bit of a bigger drop armhole, which I think is always so flattering. I just think these are lush. I think I prefer the vest to the tops for some reason. I think they just, like, obviously they show off more skin and they make your shoulders look really nice. So this is the vest. Literally, that's how stretchy it is. Even to get your head in, it is actually stretchy as well, because I was a bit like, oh my god, I'm gonna ruin my makeup because it's a high neck, but it's so stretchy. And here is the long line version. This is the plum brown. Just super flattering, and just, yeah, very, like, it's thicker, it's more of like an expensive feel. So actually I haven't worn them at all to the gym, and I think I would wear the vest, but I don't think I would wear the tops, mainly because of the high neck. I don't know, I feel like when I train I don't want to feel like, you know, something's literally on my neck. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I feel like these, for me, because I train in Mellow Soft, even though Mellow Soft isn't actually performance for the gym, I wear it like every week. I'm just searching for the label, that's why I'm rummaging about. I might have cut it off, to be fair. Yeah, I cut it off, but I was... Oh wait, hang on, let me tell you on here the material, because I've not tried this one on yet. So 92% rayon and 8% elastane. That is the material of these. So let me tell you what the material of the Mellow Soft, one of my 100 of Mellow Soft. The material of Mellow Soft is 92% modal and 8% elastane. So different material completely. Obviously this is thinner and this is a bit thicker and ribbed. So yeah, that is my opinion. I probably wouldn't wear them to the gym, and I don't hate a high neck, but I don't love a high neck. So that is just something to bear in mind, but it's still so flattering and just looks so nice. Definitely a top that I'm gonna wear like day to day, and even like if I'm going out somewhere, like it's really nice with jeans, but not to the gym. Moving on to sports bras, we have got 3 bras. One is completely new. So firstly, let's run through the everyday crossover sports bra, which is going to be available in plum brown, mushroom brown and oil blue. So the everyday crossover bra is not adjustable with the straps, but you can take the pads out. The back is a really nice cross detail, and on the front there it is a silicone logo stitched on the front there. In all of the sports bras I do stick to my true size, which is a size small, and like I said, it's not adjustable, so if you feel like you need to size it up, then I would get a size up. Now we have got some new colours in the everyday Bando Bralette, which is such a favourite and we haven't seen in new colours in a little while. I usually size down in this to an extra small, because without straps I feel like it stays in place a bit more because it's tighter, but this is a size small, so I would personally keep the straps on when I wear this. But yeah, you can take the straps off just by pulling them out like that. Then you can wear it as a strapless bandeau, but also you can put the straps in so many different ways, and you don't have to wear it just how it comes. So yeah, this bra is very versatile. You can wear it in so many different ways. So I would go true to size, unless you feel like you are going to wear it without the straps, then I would actually recommend sizing down. Next up we have got the brand new layered bra. So I didn't think I was going to like this, because I was like, oh, that's quite a lot of coverage, quite a lot going on, a lot of different layers. I was like, I don't think I'm going to like it. Obviously I've worn it and I loved it, especially the back. I think it's so flattering. So this is part of the Effortless collection, and as you can see, it is a double layered bra. So it is higher support, higher coverage, better for the girls who have bigger boobs. Me and Ali were both wearing it the other day, and on the two of us it looked completely different, because I've got very small boobs and she's got bigger boobs. So it is obviously going to look a bit different, and it's going to obviously support you differently, but I love this bra. So the straps aren't adjustable on this, but I don't think it's tight or too loose. I would say stick to your true size. But the back detail on this is very, very flattering. It is just so nice. This bra here is coming in all of the colours, so oil blue, chestnut brown, plum brown, black and white. So lots of colours, and I think it's definitely going to be a new staple for a lot of people. We've got this square neck cropped long sleeve effortless top, which we saw on the 12 Days of Gains Christmas launch. So we have got this back. I absolutely love the fit of these. It just reminds me of the very, very old effortless long sleeve tops that we used to have. We'll be able to get these in the 3 new colours, so oil blue, plum brown, mushroom brown and also black. It just has a very flattering square neckline, and on the back it's just full coverage and no logos, very minimal. For everyone's favourite effortless bottoms, effortless leggings and effortless shorts. The shorts again are only coming in one length. I'm not sure at the moment why there's no cycling shorts, but we haven't had those probably since last summer. So I will show the length of all the shorts in the next clip so that you can see the difference. So a question I had quite a lot was to compare the lengths of the shorts from every collection so that you can actually see the difference, because sometimes it is hard to tell. So from left to right we've got the classic seamless booty shorts, then we've got effortless shorts, Then we have the classic seamless regular shorts. Then it's unified, and then it's timeless. The difference between the classic seamless booty shorts and the effortless shorts isn't too different. It's honestly, what is that, like an inch? So yeah, that is the difference. And here is obviously unified and timeless together. So timeless is the long. Effortless bottoms is what I wear 99% of the time. I find them the most comfy, the most flattering, the most breathable. I have more colours in them, and yeah, I just reach for them genuinely 99% of the time. So they've got the scrunch bum. Holly, what are you crying for? Lloyd's just cleaning his car with his friend outside, and Harley just wants to join them. But yeah, super flattering. We've got obviously the rib detail waist, and then the contouring on the shorts, and the logo. We just have one logo on the side, which is embroidered in. Because Effortless is a bit of a thinner material, it most often is never 100% squat proof. I tend to stick to the darker colours on leg day when I know I'm going to be, you know, squatting and all of that. I would rather know that they're going to be squat proof than not. So for the lighter colours, I do tend to stick to them for the upper body days. But I'm pretty sure, did I wear the oil? I think I've worn both of these colours, and yeah, they're both dark enough. Oil blue leggings. So I have found with these, a lot of people are getting confused if we're showing true blue or oil blue. In different lighting, they're gonna look different, but this is oil blue, and I would describe it as like almost a tiny bit of a like turquoise tint to them. So they are the same as the unified, but in Effortless. So obviously comparing those two colours in different collections, they are going to look slightly different because it's a different material. But if you have never tried any collections before from ONER Active, I would 100% recommend that you go for Effortless. You will not be disappointed. It is honestly the girls' favourites for a reason. So guys, here is oil blue. I'm right in front of a window. This is the colour in natural light, and I was going to compare it like this because I thought it'd be easy. Yep, don't mind the fact that my drawers are literally breaking from all the ONER. But I think the questions are, is it quite similar to Lake Blue? Now, to be honest, they're all looking quite similar on the camera, especially these three here. But if you see, that obviously is oil blue. It's not near any of the colours. I will adjust the lighting in a sec because I feel like these aren't... Actually, let me take one out. I think that one is Lake Blue. Let's pop it here. Oh, that's better. Yeah, literally nothing alike. Oil blue, unified and effortless. So pretty much the same. Obviously a different material is going to show it slightly different, where obviously Effortless is thinner, but pretty much they look the exact same. Last colour to compare for you guys, oil blue and true blue, because there's been a little bit of confusion about these two colours. A lot of people thinking that us wearing oil blue is true blue, but it's not. This is the difference in the two. Now we have got the ONER Active caps, just in time for the summer. So the difference here is the logo on the front, which I think is really cool, really nice. Obviously they are adjustable at the back. I'm not going to put it on because I'm not going to ruin my makeup, but this is coming on holiday with me. I did just have to get it out my suitcase, but you'll be able to get it also in black, which I think is always a staple. Now the last thing I'm going to show you is probably my favourite. I don't know why, I always keep my favourite till last, but it is the ONER Active tote bag. And there is stuff in here already because, like I said, and I keep saying, I'm sorry, but I'm going on holiday in like 3 days. So I've already got my passport, my money, etc. in here because this is the perfect, like, what is it, carry-on. Because I have a bag like this from Shein, but it's not zipped, and I hate to not take zip bags because I just think, I don't know, obviously where you're putting it under your plain seat, like I don't want things to fall out. So this is zipped, which is perfect. And I also love the 2 different strap lengths. So obviously you can wear it like this, which is probably what I'm going to do most of the time, or there's a short one to have here, which I just think is so nice. So it's like a quilted like puffer kind of bag. Obviously it doesn't look very puffed up right now because there's not a lot inside, but on the back we have got the ONER logo stitched in just there. On the front, the ONER Active logo here, and a really nice handy pocket here, which you would be able to fit like your phone. Definitely something bigger than your phone as well, but something really easy to grab out. Like you could probably put your passport there. I reckon that would actually fit. Let me try. I got my passport in a pouch because I have both of ours. Let's see. That is the perfect fit for a passport. I'm actually going to do that because the amount of times you have to get your passport out to like keep showing them. That is really handy. Obviously the bag is zipped, like I said, with the ONER Active logo just here. To show you inside the bag, there are lots of different pockets. So we have got a zipped pocket just here, followed by another little one where you could put like your phone or something in there. Other side, we have got a really nice big pouch, which as you can see, I've put everything for holidays so far. That bit does not zip up, and then obviously in the middle then you can pop everything else, but there is so much room in here. So much room that I'm gonna put my laptop in there because I'm taking that on holiday, and there is still so much room. For this launch, the tote bag is only coming in the black. I don't unfortunately know the colour, the price of it, but that is definitely going to be a staple. I'm going to take it everywhere, and the perfect luggage bag for the plane. If you do have any more questions that I haven't covered in this video, you can pop it in the comments or DM me on Instagram, which is @megmaefit, and I will help you out on there. But as always, if you have found this video helpful and you find my try on hauls on Instagram helpful, then you can always support me during these launches anytime that you shop ONER Active by shopping through my athlete link. I haven't even mentioned, but I'm now an ONER Active athlete. Feels strange to say. I'm so used to saying my teammate link, but you can now shop through my ONER Active athlete link, which is in the description box, and it's always linked on my stories on Instagram and in my Instagram and TikTok bio. So whenever you want to support me, you can shop through that, and it goes directly through me, which helps my relationship with ONER, and I also receive a tiny amount of commission, so it is so appreciated. I know you guys don't have to shop through our links, but the fact that you do just goes such a long way and shows just how much you support me, and that never goes unnoticed. Trust me, I notice all of the girls that always support me, that always comment on my pictures, message me all the time. It's so appreciated, and I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. So that is exactly why I am now doing monthly giveaways. So more information on that is in the description box, but all you have to do is, obviously when you shop through my link or my ESN link, you just have to send your order confirmation to my email, and you will be entered in my monthly giveaways. It's just a way for me to give back to you guys, which I just love to do. Like, I've done lots of giveaways in the past, but I decided I wanted to make it a monthly thing so that more of you guys could win something, because like I said, there's a lot of girls that support me all the time, and obviously if they're not picked, it's like gutting. So I want to be able to have someone different win every single month. So yeah, that is running now every month, and you can enter that by, like I said, just sending your confirmation to my email. But thank you so much for watching the video.